Wagwan, me people, quick thing before we kick off. The views where you hear upon the Father to Father podcast, them strictly for why, the hosts, guests, and contributors. Them now represent Catholic Notebook, Spirit Stream Studios, the Diocese, University, or any affiliated groups. You see me? And remember, this podcast is strictly for adult ears, so listen up with discretion.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Happy to be here.
You know what? I have this new thing. Ready? I do some. Let's see if it works. What's 1 + 1?
Okay, I guess we're doing this. 2,
2 + 2.
4,
4 + 4.
8,
8 + 8.
16.
16 minus 15.
1
+ 4.
5.
And you know what else starts with 5?
I'm done. I'm done. What are we doing?
5 stars. That's all we ask for, ladies and gentlemen. Open up that second browser. Make sure you give us 5 stars. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Dr. Giovanni, and with me is my right hand, my main man,
Father Greg Lambert.
Hey!
Boo.
You can boo all you want, but it works with the algorithm. I don't know. If you don't tell people to give you 5 stars, they don't give you 5 stars.
Have we been getting 5 stars?
Yeah.
Where?
Surprisingly. Debaser.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That's why I haven't seen it. Which one are you on, Debaser?
There's a lot of people on Debaser, dog.
I don't know what Debaser.
I don't know. Like, we have people on Napster. We have people on Debaser.
We're still using Napster. It's 2020. It's about to be 2026.
Yeah.
People are still using Napster.
People are still using Napster. It's $10.99 a month to use Napster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's almost enough. That's almost as much as you would need for the mega fan off of Crunchyroll.
I want to tell you this. We are number 12 on Pandora.
People are still using Pandora?
Yes. We have our own radio.
We do?
Yeah, it's called Father Radio. It's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, we got like what, 30? This would be like what, episode 37 or 8?
I don't know, dude.
We got a lot of episodes. We got 3, almost 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, it's been good. It's been good. We've been prospering.
We really have. Like, we're at this point now where people are starting to mention this podcast to me in the street, like in the wild.
Life?
Yeah. It is wild to me. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I know what it may seem like from the outside looking in. I am always doing ministry. Like, I'm always busy, and I'm worried about that. I love the podcast, love what we do. I don't think about this very often. Like, I really don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, he walks in, and then he just goes, all right, so what are we doing? All right, cool. Sometimes he didn't even say that.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even ask. I literally sit down, all right, cool, give me the microphone. Here we go.
Jeez. You ready to get started?
Always.
All right.
Yo, Father Greg, Dr. G, what's good? I know it sounds weird, I know it's misunderstood. The story's wild, yes, out there, no doubt, but just lean in close, just hear me out.
You ready for Hear Me Outs?
Yeah.
But hear me out. So this is Hear Me Out. 5 stars, you did nothing wrong. 1 star, you got Confession on Thursday. If you are doing Confession on Thursdays, let us know. CatholicHope.org/father. Catholic.org/F2F. Drop us a line. If you want us to read yours, send us the email. Go to Catholic.org/father, Catholic.org/F2F. And scroll down, see here, Hear Me Out, type it up, and then send it. And then our research team will read it. They will filter it. They will rewrite some of it because some of you really do need to go to confession and need Jesus. Because I can't read some of these things on the air. Mm-hmm. Just stop it.
Yeah.
They do yeoman's work. But hear me out. Am I out of pocket for getting my husband written out of the will? What? This has a little bit of a note on it from the research team. Mm-hmm. They said it was an older woman who wrote it, and so she wrote it. They just put the email in here.
Okay.
So the title was written by the research team, but the email is purely from the person.
Interesting.
Okay. Because they said, am I out of pocket? And they're like, that's us. When you read the email, you understand it doesn't match the vibe of the email. I was like, okay. Dear Father Gregory and Dr. Giovanni.
Okay, Mrs. Jenkins. Nobody calls me Gregory except my mom and the U.S. government.
Right. My name is Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
And I'm a faithful listener, and I enjoy your program immensely. Both the humor and the insight.
This sounds like you're reading a resume.
They gave me the note. They're like, listen, fellas.
I feel like very edified by this evaluation.
I enjoy your program immensely, both your humor and the insight. You've helped me make sense of many strange moral tanglements over the past year.
Yeah, me too.
But this time, I believe I may have tied myself into one of my own, and I hope for your perspectives. My husband Paul and I were married in the church nearly 15 years ago by our family priest, Father Reginald.
I thought I was going to lose if she said Leon. I would lose if she said Leon. Reginald.
Father Reginald. It was a simple and lovely ceremony, attended by our families and close friends. I took Paul's last name. We purchased a house, filed joint taxes. The entire picture of married life. We've been Mr. and Ms. in every way one could imagine, spiritually, socially, and practically. Then this past spring, Paul won roughly $80,000 from a scratch-off.
Hey, attaboy, Paul.
From a scratch-off lottery ticket. Nothing extraordinary, but enough to put a down payment to pay down the mortgage and breathe easier. I congratulated him, of course, but when I said, we won, he corrected me rather sharply and added, no, Teresa, I won.
Oh, she said, why are you speaking French? When you're playing video games, you're talking about Wii.
There's no Wii.
Is it no Nintendo?
It's just me.
Ooh, okay, Paul. I see you.
It's just me, my boy. When I asked what on earth he meant, he informed me that we were never legally married.
Oh, Paul.
Apparently, after our wedding, Father Reginald suffered a heart attack before he could file the marriage license with the county. He passed away soon after. The parish secretary retired, and the paperwork vanished in limbo. So, while we were validly married in the eyes of the church, the state of Iowa never registered it. I was stunned. For 15 years, we had shared everything. Yet, when money appeared, he suddenly remembered the bureaucratic loophole that conveniently made him single again. A few weeks later, his mother, an elderly woman with considerable farmland, called to update her will. She always adored me and asked me to help organize the paperwork. While reviewing the documents, she insisted that the property remain in the family. Well, as far as she was concerned, and as far as the entire community was concerned, I am family. So I ensured that the title reflected that understanding. The land now passes directly to me upon her death. She signed it gladly, believing that she was simply protecting her son and myself. Sadly, she passed away not long ago. And now Paul is furious. His relatives have taken his side, claiming that I deceived her. Yet, from my perspective, I simply acted within the same technical boundaries he so proudly invoked. As far as I'm concerned, if he could declare our marriage null when it suited him, then surely I may preserve my own interests under the same law. So, Father Gregory, Dr. Giovanni, tell me plainly, was I wrong, or did I simply play the game by the rules my husband chose? I did not lie, nor did I steal. I ensured my stability after discovering the covenant I thought was shared was in his eyes optional. Warm regards, Teresa H. I think this is a first clap. This is a first clap. Do you need a recap? I don't really think anyone needs a recap.
I don't think anyone needs a recap. That was beautifully and regally said.
Yeah, my voice changed and everything because I'm
did.
like, I have to. You can't read this like, oh yeah, no, she signed it and everything was cool. Like, nah. So, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna give you runway. What you think?
Wow.
In my head, she got a 5. She did not legit. She did nothing wrong because from the perspective of the mom, she's like, you are my daughter-in-law and I want this to remain in the family. You are family to me.
Yeah.
And as far as everyone is concerned, she was under no obligation to right then to shatter the reality that the mother-in-law had.
Yes.
There's no reason for her to do that because no one else was doing it.
And the mother-in-law had no idea about the $80,000.
No. So it's like, listen,
Like,
it's
give
yours.
this to me in order to go ahead and screw over your son. Like, that's not what's happening here.
No, it was basic. She was like, I want this to stay in the family. Make sure this stays in the family. She's like, of course. My name.
Yeah.
And she put it in her maiden name for sure. And done. Done.
All right, listen. First and foremost, thank you for being a fan of the show.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Also, I got to say, you have just elevated the show to a level that we cannot tell you how much we appreciate.
Exactly.
Because that was just very much like, oh.
I don't think you understand how many emails we wade through of things we can't actually read on air. And you can't go back from it once you read that many things.
Yeah.
So I want to let you know, thank you for being a fan of the show. Thank you for trusting us with this insight. The reality of the situation is, because you asked for it straight, so I'm not going to sugarfoot it. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. What Paul did was wrong, okay? So let's just be very clear about that. The fact that he came up on money randomly on a scratch-off ticket that he didn't need actual skill to do.
Yeah.
He just got a grace of $80,000. And you, for 15 years, who have been sharing everything with him, were super excited about the fact that, yo, hey, we got $80,000. We as one body in Christ, we as one flesh, we as a married couple are going to share this money. Go ahead. And this is how I know that you had your mind in the right place, because you were already thinking about the down payment on the house.
Yeah.
And breathing easier. You were thinking about finances and comfortability.
Right. You weren't even thinking about like, yo, we're going to blow this on a blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. You're like, oh, let's get a timeshare. Let's get a boat. Let me get like, I don't know, X, Y, and Z that any other person will try and blow money on.
No, you're
right?
like, down payment on the house so we can breathe easier.
Yes. And he said, nah, this isn't a we situation. What you speaking French for?
What you speaking French, my boy? It is me, not we. What?
Like, that was straight up wrong. Because if you guys are one flesh and you guys have been living as one flesh, then I'm sorry, but you guys share the finances. That just is what it is, which makes me have the side question of, how long has he been sitting on this information, and for what reason was he sitting on this information for? Because he knew about all the stuff that happened with the marriage license. He knew about what happened with the parish secretary retiring and the priest dying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he knew all this stuff. Was he just sitting here waiting for a situation to which he can go ahead and null the situation? And this is just the perfect time when it came up for him? What other things are you hiding? But that's besides the point. That's for your own discernment with the Lord. That's for your own conversation with your husband, Paul. It is what it is. But let's be clear about something. He was deciding to be legalistic. And at that moment he was deciding to be legalistic. It profited him. So he didn't see a problem with it. You were hurt by the situation, as you should be. I think anybody would be hurt by the situation. You found an opportunity to make sure that everything stays within the family. You wrote your name on there, which is not the problem. It's not the problem, because you're not swindling him out of his money. Because if you guys are one flesh, then that land belongs to him as well. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, you have the ability to choose whether or not you're going to play legalese the way that Paul did. Because if you look at what Paul did to you and you say, that was out of line, that was inappropriate, that was wrong, that hurt me, and you decide to turn around and do the same exact thing, even though it does benefit you, even though, and hear me, even though I think he deserves it, because that's the reality, the question here isn't whether or not Paul deserves to be treated that way, because we all know that he does.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, are you in the right for doing the thing that you know that Paul deserves?
Can I push back up on you a little bit?
Sure.
Can I push back on you a little bit? Her putting her name as the beneficiary for the farmland is not a bad thing.
Correct.
Like, I don't think, and maybe this goes into intentionality. I don't know what her intentions were.
Fair.
I don't know what her intentions were. I'm just basing it on her actions.
Yeah.
Because that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from your standpoint, spiritually, her intentions matter.
Yes.
Because that God judges you on your intentions.
Yeah.
But from just a practical standpoint, if I'm just looking at her actions, the mom had a good relationship with... The fact that the mom is doing the will doesn't ask Paul, calls her up instead and says, help me with this.
Mm-hmm.
Tells me that she has a better relationship with her than she does with Paul.
Or Paul just never concerns himself with this stuff.
Yeah. Just like, I don't want to do this.
Or maybe she knows that Paul is worried about money. And she's like, I want to talk to somebody who's not gonna siphon everything that I have. But hey, I don't know. I don't know. But it's all conjecture.
All I gotta say, but what we can say for certain is that she had a good relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you're dealing with finances and you call someone up, because I'm not calling up a random person to deal with finances. I'm calling you. Mm-hmm. I'm calling my wife.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, I'm not calling anybody else up for that.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she's calling her up for that says, like, yeah, they have a good relationship. You can say that pretty confidently. So all I'm saying is, like, from a practical standpoint, I think she didn't do anything wrong. From a spiritual standpoint, we need to know what her intentionality is. Like, did she do it and go, Paul? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like F you, Paul. Like, is that what she was thinking? Or like, was just like, nah, like, it's in the family. Like, it is what it is. And then after the fact, she goes, yeah, like, she did it. She felt a little bit guilty and then justified it because of it. Mm-hmm. Like, because those are two very different things.
Very much so. Very much so.
And we don't know which it is.
We don't know which one is. But just based off of everything she had said before, I personally do not think that she's going to have her name on the will. Mother's going to die. And she's going to say, well, now this all belongs to me and Paul, you get nothing. I don't feel like that's what's going to happen. But what I am trying to ward against is, if that is the intentionality and the direction we go in, that would be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's an amazing testament if she puts her name on all the documents and still decides to say to Paul, this is ours. I think that shows Paul, hey, maybe, just maybe, that this connection, this bond that we have sacramentally is more than just about the legal parameters of what is good for me at the time that I want it.
Yeah.
And I hope that shows you a lesson of, hey, if there's anybody I'm going to share something with in this world, it's going to be my spouse. I'm not here to siphon life and finances out of you. I'm here to live life with you sacramentally. I hope that that's what ends up happening. I'm not naive to the way that the world works sometimes. I'm not naive to sin. But I hope that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. So what do you give it?
Honestly, I'm going to give her a 5. Like, I don't think she did anything wrong.
That's the second 5 we've given.
That's
row.
rare.
That's the second 5 we've given in
That's
a row.
number 3.
That's number 3. Yeah, these have been good. So yeah, no, I'm giving it a 5 too. I don't think she did anything wrong. You know, if I was in her position, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Not even changing. So, what do you think? Did we give it right? Did we give it wrong? Let us know. Captain/Father,
F2F.
But hear me out. All right, so the Captain was researching did the 1-2 thing. Asked people, yo, what's going on with your life? What's going on with your life? Father Greg, Dr. Gio, they'll tell you, should you break up? Do you need to talk? Do you need to like slow things down? Or you're fine, you're just overthinking it. So they gave us scenarios, different people from around the world, United States. Let us know. Okay? This one, kind of interesting. It comes from Attleboro, Massachusetts.
Oh, good.
My boyfriend proposed last spring,
Hey, congrats.
and while we were planning our wedding, I found out he was actually married once before.
Oh, okay.
We were sitting in front of the priest, and the priest said, "Were you married once before?" I said no. He said yes. I said, "What?"
Ooh. Well, that's why we ask.
Not divorced.
Uh-oh.
Annulled.
Oh, okay, Kara. Cool.
And kicker. And the kicker, the annulment went through because his ex-wife never legally existed.
What?
She was using a fake name,
Oh.
fake passport, the whole thing.
Ooh.
He swears he didn't know, but when I confronted him, he's like, "That's why I can spot great liars now." I can't decide if I'm lucky or the next person to end up on Dateline.
Well, honestly, that's a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, like, to be fair, I don't think you should break up. First of all, I think this is a good example for why we do this in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, like why we asked the question in the first place. Because if this doesn't pertain to you, it seems as if it's trivial or we're just
Right.
trying to dig. But I'm literally just reading questions off of a piece of paper for a form that I need to fill out.
But for their relationship, this is good. Now she knows. Like,
She probably should have known this before they got to this point.
I don't know how you would have known before.
He should have said this. He was married before. This should have come up in conversation at some point, bro. Yes,
Dog,
yes.
when-
yes,
when?
should have.
When?
I don't know.
When?
At dinner or
When?
things that are like.
When am I gonna bring up in conversation? Yo, I got duped. I got Manti Teo'd. I got Manti Teo'd.
I want to say it's the same exact thing because that was a catfish situation. She just never existed the way that she assumed
It was the
that she
same
was.
thing. It was a Manti Teo situation.
It wasn't because I don't know if you've seen that dude who with the voice on the side of the phone. At least Manti Teo never met this chick.
Well, he met the chick, and then it turns out the person never actually existed, which made the annulment easier. But still, though, that he still got married to her,
Yeah, he did.
and then found out later, actually, she don't exist. Mm-hmm. So that means she went to jail.
But that conversation still should have happened before he asked this chick to marry her. She should not be saying what in the office. That's not okay.
Can you imagine that? It's like, be the priest. I'm gonna be.
So I would ask the question, have you ever been married before?
No. Yeah. What?
And I'd be like, oh. Because then I got questions about yo, how come this is the first time she's hearing about this?
Listen.
you were married.
Listen.
You lived with this person. Means you had to ask this person to
I've been
marry
trying to get
you.
over this for the past 10 years.
Now she's gonna have to try and get over it for the next 10 years too. And you could have just had the conversation beforehand.
Yeah,
and she
no,
would have been able
for
to
sure.
understand it because I'm a whole priest and I understand it. But we shouldn't be having this conversation for the first time now.
Yeah, I think it's more of indicative of the fact that he didn't feel comfortable telling her.
That's also an issue.
I think that's the bigger issue, is that he never felt comfortable telling her and disclosing it straight up. So I don't think you should break up, but I do think there needs to be a conversation about hey, why is it that you don't feel comfortable telling me certain things until it's absolutely necessary? Mm-hmm. Because that can come up later on in the marriage.
We're supposed to be one flesh, not separate flesh until we need to be one flesh. That's not how that works.
Right. All right, next one. This one comes from Mormon Country, Utah.
Oh.
Alrighty. My husband disappeared for 3 days after a golf trip. No call, no text. I filed a missing persons report. The police found him at a silent yoga retreat 2 states away with his spiritual mentor, a 28-year-old influencer named Solanil. He claims it wasn't cheating, it was just energy alignment.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, they were on this retreat for her to cleanse him and detox him of all the negative energy in his life, and
Including your wife.
and purify his body. And now he wears crystals and calls himself Reborn. Do I give him time to realign, or should I just get a divorce lawyer?
Oh my gosh, dog.
This is another one of those like slow motion divorces.
Yeah, this is a slow motion divorce. Because, yo, if you're okay with it doesn't say if she has kids or anything like that.
No, it doesn't say anything about kids.
But if you're okay with disappearing for 3 days, 2 states away, where nobody can contact you, including the person who has the right to contact you, and you're doing it with another individual of the opposite sex, 28 years old, doing we don't know what. Like
She said cleansing his body.
But she didn't say how. Like, how do you detox or cleanse something out of a body without wringing it? How do you take dirty water out of a rag? You wring it, don't you?
Wring it.
Yeah, this is a slow motion divorce. Like, I'm like, right now, this is slow motion divorce.
It's a slow motion divorce.
Like, don't. Like, I'm pastoral. I ain't stupid. So let's be very clear about something, dog. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you might want to end it and save yourself the heartache.
Or just put like a real hard line on it, like this will never happen again.
Yeah, like
if you're gonna go on a retreat, cool, go on a retreat. I don't care.
Just tell me you're going on a retreat.
Yeah, why did you feel like you needed to go dark for 3 days?
Just tell me you're going on a silent retreat somewhere with some crazy woman.
Yes,
like at least I know where you are. Mm-hmm. It's a safety issue at that point. All right, next question. This one, Austin, Texas. So, I've been dating this amazing older man, thoughtful, generous, emotionally mature. Everything was great until last week. My mom saw the photo of him on my phone and she turned white. She said, "That's my old boss." Apparently, they had an affair 25 years ago.
Oh.
And there is a chance that he's my biological father. He swears he can't be, but my mom's like, I remember that night. Your dad isn't your dad, and I'm pretty sure it was him.
Wow. Okay. So first and foremost,
wait, hold on, I'm not done.
Really?
I'm not done.
Okay.
I took a DNA test and confirmed my dad is indeed not my father.
Ooh.
And now I have a choice. Do I take a DNA test with my boyfriend, or do I just let love be love?
Huh? Because love doesn't have to make sense.
I'm just.
I blame Disney. This is absurd. This is absurd.
What you mean? How do you blame Disney for this?
I blame Disney. Love doesn't have to make sense. No. It doesn't matter if I made a deal with an octopus devil for legs, like, so I can have love. It doesn't have to make sense.
She took my voice away, but I just have to kiss the man and like get my voice back.
Exactly.
Hey, I got friends on the other side.
Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand?
So what you think? I really think they need a long conversation.
I think this okay. Let's. I'm going to recap it real quick, like just so I know I'm looking at this the right way.
Yep.
So at the very beginning, she's dating an older guy.
She's dating an older guy. Loves him, emotionally mature, everything. She clicks with him. Everything's great.
Cool.
Mom sees the photo on the phone. Mom goes white. She goes, "That's my ex-boss."
Yes, that she had an affair with.
That I had an affair with 25 years ago.
Yes.
Homegirl.
He's significantly older.
Yeah. Homegirl is 25. Homegirl's 25.
He's like 50. Yo.
Homegirl's 25.
Come on, man.
Homegirl's 25. And Mom's like, he might be your father.
He might have an AARP card.
He does have an AARP card. So it's like, yo, he might be your father. She goes, nah. It's like, your dad is not your dad.
Are you sure this doesn't come from Massachusetts or like somewhere in North Carolina where Bill Belichick is somewhere?
Nah.
Goodness.
Nah. I see what you did there. You gotta watch the blasphemy.
I'm going with facts. These are facts.
They have a loving relationship, Jordan.
Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's Disney. So yeah, she goes and she does a DNA test with her dad, and she's like, well, he's not really my dad. Which, mind you, she did the DNA test. That just blew up the relationship between her mom and her dad.
Yeah, it did.
Like, she just did it and just like, what? You're not my dad.
And then had the audacity to ask, well, now I got to go ahead and make a choice. Like, no, you don't. The choice has been made for you. This man might be your father.
Right?
Now, the only choice you have to make right now is whether or not you find out that he's your father or not.
Yes.
That's that's a guarantee. You need to find that out, because if that is your dad, your biological dad, your kids are going to be sidewinders.
Well, it's not even that.
It's not good, dog.
It's not even legal.
Like, your kids are going to look like they came straight out of a Missy Elliott video.
Oh my gosh.
It's not going to be good, my guy.
From The Wiz, like, you know those things where like, you can't win. Like those little munchkins. Yo. But
it's not going to be good.
It's wild. You need to slow down and really just take the DNA test.
Slow down. You need to pull the emergency brake on everything. Figure out that's your real dad. If that's your real dad, you break off the relationship immediately. If it's not your real father, as much as it pains me to say it, there's nothing really stopping you from dating this individual or marrying this individual who is significantly older than you. You can do that. It's just going to make some other complications down the road.
I've seen relationships that have had 25-year differences between the two of them that have worked. And the only reason why they worked is because both individuals actually genuinely cared about each other. And it's not every day. It's not every day, first of all. Mm-hmm. I got to make that exceptionally clear. It's not every day. The one relationship I'm thinking about right now, they've been married for 20 years. Mm-hmm. They started dating when she was 22.
That's legal. Good.
And he was 42. Yeah, he was 42. She was 22. That's when they started dating. They got married within 6 months of dating. And then they've 20 years plus married.
I mean, you don't got a whole lot of time to waste at that point. You might as well just...
Well, I know, but like, he's 60 now, and like, they're still together. They've had 3 kids together. They raised the kids. Like, it's something where I'm saying, like, the point I'm trying to make is I've seen it work, but both of them, they were both in a spot in their life where they were like very much like, this is what we want. We both are in the same mindset, but we both understand that we're coming from very different generations. So we have to work hard with each other. And they put in the work. It can work, but it's not for everybody. So one last one and we'll call it a day. Oh boy. This one is from Ames, Iowa. My boyfriend broke up with her My roommate broke up with her long-term boyfriend last year. I comforted her through the whole thing. Tissues, wine, late night pep talks. Fast forward, him and I started talking, then dating, then sleeping together. She doesn't know. She really doesn't know. He says we should just wait until it's serious before telling her.
That's worse.
But last week, she told me she's thinking about getting back together with him. I said, well, maybe he's seeing someone else. Fast forward 3 days later, he's coming out of her room. She's laughing. They slept together. And she comes out and says, we're back together. Should I just pretend? Should I confess? What should I do?
You should immediately tell her. Because if you don't tell her, this is going to come out later in the future. And if this comes out, I don't know. Wait, let's just be clear about something. There is no guarantee that they're going to get married. But if they do get married and you're still the best friend at the time, you're still involved in her life and she has you as a bridesmaid, there is no way this goes well.
Well, also, let's just be clear. The guy is heinous for this.
Yes, absolutely. He knows what he's doing.
Heinous for this.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're sitting there going like, oh, I'm with best friend now. Mm-hmm. But then homegirl says, hey, come back. And you go back to homegirl.
Yeah.
But you don't even let
best friend know, like, hey, yo, I want to cut things off with you so it's clean.
Yeah.
And you leave that open-ended so that you can have both, like that, you're heinous.
Even if he did cut things off with her and it was clean, someone needs to say something.
Yeah, someone does. Like, even if, like, sex removed. If you remove sex out of the equation,
Yeah.
let's say you remove sex out of the equation, it's still a heinous situation.
Yeah.
Like, you're dating one, and the other one one is emotionally invested in you. One has started to emotionally invest in you, and now you're just, like, ping-ponging them both against each other. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird.
It's gonna ruin your relationship.
Yeah, I say break it off with him so that you save at least your own mental health.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Right. Cool. That's it, man. That's it. It's not too bad. So Calvin Over Reach team did the 1-2 thing. They asked Priest, we're continuing this. We had plenty of responses. A lot of people seem to like it. Priest saying, hey, being a priest is cool and all, but they should have mentally prepared me for ... Right? So we'll continue until we run out. Being a priest is cool and all, but being tagged in every Facebook post that says pray for me is getting a little ridiculous, especially since none of you go to church.
I bet you that's his particular age bracket. That's a particular age bracket that's doing that.
Yeah. The urge to sprint when someone starts a story with, Father, funny thing happened at my colonoscopy.
There's nothing funny about what happened at your colonoscopy.
The sounds the rectory makes at night.
Yes.
I refuse to be here by myself.
Dog, there is a spot in my kitchen that if I had to learn about this, but when I first moved in, my spirit left my body. Like, there's a spot in my kitchen that has a squeaky floorboard beneath the actual tile. Ooh. And if you're not privy to it, it's right by the sink, in between the sink and the trash can. And if you're walking by and you walk too fast and you're not thinking about it, it sounds like, what? Yes, right where you need to be. So if it's in the middle of the night and you don't know what's happening, like what happened to me, it was nighttime. I went downstairs. It's a new house. I'm the only one home, and I hear, bro, the bones in my back stopped. Like I went quiet. I was like, dog, no way, I just heard what I just heard. And so I just like, you know what? Let me just wash these dishes, and it's right by the sink. So if I shift my weight back in that direction and I'm not thinking about it, you just hear, bro, are you serious? Are you serious right now? The hills have eyes? Are you for real? Like, I went upstairs so fast. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm done.
Oh, jeez. Oh. All right. Being a priest is cool, but they should have told me to mentally prepare for church toddlers operating on demon time during homilies.
And I'll tell you this, it's not just a homily. What gets me laughing, because I'm happy that young families come to mass. Mm-hmm. I'll never get upset with a baby who is crying. It is what it is. But what gets me is during the Eucharistic prayer, right before we do the sign of peace, because that prayer says like, yo, peace be with you, this, that, and the third. And now you've given us peace, and then we give each other's peace. And every time I read that prayer, a child is audibly imploding every single time, because it makes me laugh that we're talking about peace and there's no peace in the house at the point. And it makes me chuckle. It just makes me chuckle.
Being asked to bless things that shouldn't be blessed.
Oh, we've had a couple of different scenarios of this episode.
Yeah, man.
I mean, no one's ever asked me particularly to bless something that shouldn't be blessed. That's not true. Somebody did ask me to do some.
Well, we had that one thing of a priest writing in saying like, hey, homeboy came in with a Victoria's Secret bag asking to bless the lingerie.
Yeah, I remember that. That's heaven forbid. God forbid that ever happens to me. That's never happened to me. Thank goodness.
Because, like, okay, question. You got a husband and wife come through.
Yeah.
They have a lingerie bag.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yo, can you bless this real quick for us?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Bless husband and wife.
Yeah, but that's not.
They don't get a blessing?
No.
You can't bless the marital bed?
we're not blessing the marital bed. We're blessing the Victoria's Secret underwear. That's not the same thing as blessing the marital bed, or even blessing the couple in order to be fertile. You can bless the couple in order to be fertile, but I'm not blessing your Victoria's Secret overpriced underwear.
Okay, what about? Could you bless a marital bed then? Would that be cool?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But most people will never. No, most couples would never ask you for that.
I guess. All right, a few more. Everyone thinking I have a favorite parishioner. Plot twist. I do. You'll just never know about it.
Exactly. Exactly. I can feel every single priest listening to this like, yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Being asked if I know the Pope personally.
That's usually by kids, and it's cute.
Yeah.
Like, can you just call it the Pope? Can you call it Pope Bob?
No. Being confessed to in the grocery store in the middle of the aisle during rush hour.
You know, I've never had someone ask me for a confession in that way, but I have had people tell me something that they probably should tell me in confession in the grocery store. I'll say it that way.
Yeah. I've seen, and we'll end on this. This was like, I want to say this was back when I was like 20 something, right? At the store, just chilling, whatever. I was with Father. Him and I were just vibing. We just simply had to go pick something up at Publix and then come back to the rectory, right? Plot twist, he sees someone he knows. They go, hey, Father, how's it going? He's like, oh, hey, what's going on, such and such? Let's just call her Sally. What's going on, Sally? Sally then goes, oh, Father, can I go to confession? And then Father just looks at her and goes, Sally, we're in the store. Mm-hmm. I mean, we could go to confession. Like, I'll tell you what. Why don't we schedule a time to go to confession? I do have about an hour before I have any meetings or something. I know you don't live that far away from the church. Just come by the church. You can come to the office and you can do confessions there. She goes, oh, it's okay, Father. I don't mind. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I see Father going like, you gotta be. Oh my God. Okay. And then I said, I can go. She's like, it's fine. And I was like, no,
it's not. It's not fine.
I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like,
goodness gracious.
I was a seminarian at the time, so like it was whatever. But still though, she like fully confessed, and I'm sitting there going like, I don't know what to do here.
Meanwhile, there's some lady getting her kale by the produce aisle. Like, she did what?
She was loud. She wasn't like, hey, I did this. No, she's like, yeah. And then yesterday I threw it back and it was like, that's the level of loud and ridiculousness of the, I was just like, yo,
have mercy.
I was just like, hey, I was trying to walk away, but then I felt Father like grab me by the arm. Like, no, you're staying right here. Like, you are not leaving me.
I need a witness. If this lady is confident enough to say her sins out loud and loudly, she's confident enough to lie under oath. So
someone else got to be here.
Someone else has to have eyes on this situation. I refuse to go down for this.
Yeah, no. So I stood there. I was like, So I just like, it was one of those things where you start singing a song in your head to try to drown out whatever people are saying. Because I'm like, yo, I feel like I shouldn't be hearing this.
Probably not.
So yeah. So dang, man. So don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let the priests be priests. Let them have downtime. All right, let's get out of here. It was a good show.
Always.
For all of us at Catholic Notebook and for us at the Greater Spirit Stream Studios, we love you. You're very special.
Go forth and bear good fruit.
We're out.